If you're making good money but you still find yourself strapped for cash at the end of the month, then listen up because this video is for you. Today I'm going to go over why even high earners are living paycheck to paycheck and also how you can break this cycle. If that sounds interesting, then stick around. Hi, my name is Brett and I'm a financial coach. I'm here to help you live your best life with your money, and helping high earners break the paycheck to paycheck cycle is something that I specialize in. You see, it doesn't matter if you make $30,000, $300,000, or $30 million. You can still feel broke if you aren't taking the right steps. So I'm going to give you the reasons why this is happening and tell you how to correct each and every one of them. Let's get started. Reason number 1, lifestyle inflation. This is also known as lifestyle creep. As your income grows, it's easy to fall into the trap of upgrading your lifestyle. Think bigger house, fancier car, name brand luxury items, and expensive vacations. A combination of these are usually the culprit. Why do you think so many professional athletes, movie stars, and lottery winners go broke even though they earned millions? I see this most commonly among high-earning commission-based workers like salespeople. They have a great month and instantly got to go out and spend all of it, putting themselves at more of a risk when there's a downturn in their income. While there's nothing really wrong with enjoying the nice things when you have the money, it can become a serious problem when your expenses rise as quickly as your income. Here's a solid strategy to keep lifestyle inflation from wreaking havoc in your finances. For every income increase that you get, set aside a percentage of that increase to your savings and a percentage that goes to your investments. Pay yourself first before you go out and splurge. Reason number 2, high fixed costs. This goes back to lifestyle inflation and includes things like a large mortgage, high rent in an expensive city, or insane car payments. These fixed expenses can take up such a significant chunk of your income, leaving you no room to save or invest, which usually leads to massive amounts of guilt when spending money on yourself and can cause major stress because you can't slow down. To break free from the cycle, it's important to keep your fixed costs low in relevance to your income. I suggest anywhere from 50 to 60% of your income is a good place to be with your fixed expenses. Third on the list is debt. Yes, even high earners can get trapped in a cycle of debt. More debt equals higher fixed costs. Higher fixed costs equals an increase in the likelihood that you'll be stuck in the paycheck to paycheck cycle. See how everything is connected? But Brett, I saw a TikTok video where some 18-year-old said that rich people use debt to get more wealthy. Look, there is a way to utilize debt to possibly increase your wealth, but it's never guaranteed, and more debt equals higher risk. They also aren't talking about going into debt over stupid things like super higher truck payments, more than you need housing payments, and credit card rates in the 20-some% range. Here's the solution to all of this debt stuff. Just don't get into debt where you don't need to. Create a spending plan that fits within your income, and if you can't afford it, don't buy it. Save up for it and buy it when you're ready. Number 4, poor financial planning. It's not just about how much you earn, but how well you manage it. I have seen people who make $300,000 that have less money than those that make $50,000, all because they just don't manage it well. If you don't tell your money what to do, it will fall through every single crack that it can find. Take the time to create a financial plan that aligns with your goals and stick to it. If you do not know where to start, you can start by downloading my free intentional spending plan tool that I'll link down in the comments. This way you can start telling your money what to do. It's a small investment in time that can pay off huge in the long run. Number 5, keeping up with the appearance of success. You've probably heard of this being called keeping up with the Joneses. I call it seeking external validation. It always feels great to get compliments on the things you buy, but so many people are secretly in agony over their financial decisions. The pressure to maintain a certain image can lead to overspending, trying to impress others. Here's my rule. It's not about what others think. It's about your financial health. Prioritize what truly matters to you and avoid the temptation to spend just to impress others. Here are the hard facts. No one really cares what you own. Sure, they may be impressed for maybe like a minute, but realistically, they're just thinking about themselves and what's going on in their life to spend much time thinking of you and what you own. If you're enjoying these insights, click the like button down below and subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos on more ways to boost your financial health. Now let's move on to reason number 6 of why high earners will still be living paycheck to paycheck, and that is not having an adequate emergency fund. Even high earners need a safety net. Without a solid emergency fund, you're vulnerable to financial stress when unexpected expenses arise. The amount of buffer between you and financial disaster will ultimately be your superhero when you need it. It's guaranteed that a big, unexpected expense will happen. It happens to everyone. It's Murphy's Law. What can happen will happen. Having an emergency fund will turn a financial apocalypse into more of an inconvenience. I credit having a good-sized emergency fund to one of the biggest game changers to my financial life. It took some time to build it up, and it wasn't easy. I had to get pretty creative with my income and expenses and definitely had to make some sacrifices for a period of time to save up. But once I did it, it was well worth it. No more screaming and yelling and losing my damn mind when the check engine light on my car came on. You should aim to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in a readily accessible account. It's your financial savior for life's inevitable surprises. Comment down below with the number of months that you would like to have for your emergency fund. Next up at number 7 is lack of awareness with their spending. You got money, why not spend it? As I tell all of my clients, I do not care what it is that you spend your money on, as long as it fits within your spending plan. The problem is that most people, especially high earners, don't have an intentional spending plan. Instead, they choose to spend, whether it be on little things like going out to eat, tickets to concerts, a trip here and there. Then they get the courage to look at the bank account and they have no money. The key is to be mindful of where your money is going and set limits on your spending. Try setting a monthly amount for these kinds of purchases and stick to it. By doing so, you can still enjoy the things you love without compromising your stability. Here's the deal. Having a high income can be extremely nice, but what's even nicer is having money in the bank and investments that are growing. If you aren't mindful of where your money is going, saving for emergencies, keeping your debt and fixed costs low, and investing for the future, then you're destined to feel like you're always paycheck to paycheck no matter what your income is. But by practicing these solutions that I gave you to each problem, you can ensure that you will always be on the right track financially. That's it for today's video. I hope that this was helpful. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my video next week, where I will be going over some steps to maximize your higher income months. I will see you in the next video.